Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly focus for March the 11th through to the 17th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Let's turn to the cards, shall we? Okay. Our first card is the Sun. Oh, it is all about you, isn't it? Look at this energy here. The vitality, the strength that you have this week. That light comes from you. You can see the portals to your tomorrow this week. Absolutely. You see the paths that have been hidden from you up till this very point in time. Seven of Cups. So don't be too quick to just run into a path. Really think it through. Think about what you want going forward, short term and long term. Really try and put some detail into it. What you want, what you don't want. Read the fine print. Okay, so give it a little bit of thought. Don't just rush into things. And the Ten of Cups, so the happily ever after. This is about, well, your happily ever after. This is your best life ever. This is great abundance or prosperity coming into your life. This is about the ideal situations to come together so that you can walk towards successes. Let's look at work and career. We have the Five of Swords. Don't let ego get in the way here, okay? Don't take it personally. If you're wrong, admit it and move on. Don't let people criticize you. Don't let people pull you down. Okay? You will find the right people, the like-minded people to walk with going forward. So don't worry. Pick your battles wisely. We want to win the war, absolutely. But this is somehow you're standing in your truth, but there's some kind of segregation here. Maybe somebody's calling you out on something. Maybe somebody is criticizing you, trying to take away your credibility or something like that. All those things are take away credibility to what you do or your dreams or your desires, what you want to step towards, especially when it comes to work and career or your stature within the community, within the home, within the workplace. Okay, make sure that you don't let, it's about having a very healthy ego this week. And it's okay to say, I don't know, or I don't remember, or I don't understand, rather than coming out with something just to keep the conversation going forward, getting off the hot seat perhaps. We have the Strength card, a courage, a strength, walking with a sense of integrity. I can't remember the last time the Strength card came out in a reading, but you have it. Maybe this is where you need to take a risk on yourself, believing in yourself. Having that inner strength, that inner courage to face your fears, to move past them, to find out that when you sat next to the lion, that the lion meant you no harm. Nor did the lion worry about you. So mutual trust, building mutual trust would also be something here. But I really think it's about taking a risk on yourself, of really stepping into, I see these, and I don't usually see it, and I don't know if you can, but the praying hands in the back, the shadow of the praying hands. And they're lit up, so the hands of angels come together, giving almost like a blessing to what you want to step into. We have the Seven of Wands also. You're stating how you want to go forward, what you expect your environment to look like, to be like, what it is going to be like, what it is going to look like. It's kind of like you're matter of fact with a couple of things. But I really get this in work and career. And maybe you get an opportunity, it doesn't really, match what you are normally known to do, or, kind of jars your world a little bit. And you decide to go forward. You decide to pursue this. You decide to step into your dreams, your desires, your wants. You're kind of announcing it in some way. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion and sudden changes. Yeah, something can come into your world this week that just moves you in a whole new direction. And time to act quickly, so we don't have a lot of time to think about it. We don't have a lot of time to have the discussions, but we do have enough time to pull it back and give it some thought. Absolutely. Choose logic over emotion. Okay, emotion sometimes allows us to make those fears bigger than life, those anxieties. We can grow them so easily. But when we stick with logic, there is no such thing as fear. It's doable, it's manageable. We have the resources, we have the structures already in place, perhaps. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. But I see the divine guidance, and that's really, when I read that, it didn't really jive with me. Maybe it jived with you, but it didn't with me for what I need to tell you. Divine guidance. I mean, talk to God, your angels, your guides. Okay? And then trust your gut. Trust your inner wisdom, your sage wisdom. You know your path, and you know your talents and abilities better than anybody else. So follow the guidance that you were, so you're shown something, or it could have been a dream. It could have been that aha moment, that revelation. Somebody said something and it all made sense. You saw a YouTube commercial and it, changed your world because you didn't even know that existed. And now that you do, you have to know everything about it, and you step into it and you just automatically gravitate to it, and it's kind of like some of this stuff already, that you've picked it up maybe through other paths or maybe other lifetimes, and it just comes to you so naturally. There's not a lot of difficulty in remembering what they're saying and how to apply it and how to make it your own. It could be something like that it just rolls. You just roll into the role. It's like you already have these gifts, these talents, and it's like you're a flower blooming and blossoming, and you didn't even know that you could do this, but somewhere deep down inside, you did know that you could do this. We'll do one more card, sure. The lovers. Make choices from the heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. So we have one card telling us stick with the logic, the other one letting our heart lead the way, but not our emotion. There is a difference. Okay, so letting our heart lead the way is that inner knowing. The things that we truly gravitate to, that fill us with possibility, that fill us with passion, that fill us with desire. So the power of love, falling in love with what you are doing, what you are trying to step into doing, what you are doing now, and diversifying to make it even greater and better. That opportunity that just appeared out of nowhere, perhaps. Queen of Swords for love and relationships. Oh, this is standing up for another. You may be called to stand in defense of somebody else this week. You may be their voice, or they're calling you out, perhaps. So it's standing strong in your truth, in who you are, and protecting yourself from anybody who may. I almost get this as, yeah, it's you'll be called to protect somebody else's honor or reputation, or maybe you're being called out for it in a relationship. It could be a good friend, it could be somebody who you hold dear to your heart, it could be your spouse, your partner, your lover. But then we have celebration. Well, maybe this is your strength. I mean, maybe I'm reading that a little bit wrong here. Maybe this is your strength. I usually do consider her mother. Standing guard over her children, giving them the love and everything they need to mature into successful adults. And in some way, we do that with our dreams, our tomorrows. And here we're doing it perhaps for a dear friend, maybe for ourselves, the most important person of all. And maybe when you stand your ground, maybe when you go through it, or maybe when you stand the ground for another, there is great celebration and happiness because of this. Feeling a closer bond. Now, this could be something small, it could be something on a large scale. But I think in the long run, then with these two cards together, that it strengthens the relationship. Whatever that happens, it strengthens it. So know that you have what it takes if you're in some kind of corner or something, or you find a friend in a corner and you go to help. Know that there is cause for celebration. It's more of a bonding. Good news can come in under this. So if you're hoping for if you've been trying really hard to get pregnant, say, and this just hasn't been coming together, this is a time when everything just goes right and you find yourself very pregnant. The baby is on the way. This is a time when you wanted to make a move within the relationship and you were getting a lot of pushback, but you knew it was for the best. And something happens to make it all, everybody's wise. It's just what you saw ahead of time. Nobody else could see it, or you felt it. Or is this making sense to you? Two of Wands, summoning in. So we're summoning in exactly what we want to have in the relationships, or something about the relationship. This could be more home and family, actually. With these cards and whatnot, especially the summoning in. So what you want your home, your family to be like, maybe the comfort, the safety, how you could relax, how you could be at ease. Yeah, it's summoning in, and it's making sure that you have everything ready. So yeah, it's preparing the way. It's doing your part in summoning in some beautiful moments. The home and family, and the people in the home and the family, and making them feel safe, and making them feel secure, and making them feel loved. I think are all very important things for you. It's about standing for somebody else, believing in them, and your belief pays off by the celebration. It could be their celebration. I'm thinking more yours. Let's see what this card has to say. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you in romance. So, yeah, so positive thinking. Really thinking about what you want. I get home and family. I get more of that connection rather than this is good friends. But maybe you live with your best friend. I don't know. But it's being optimistic. It's believing that everything's going to work out fine, and it does work out fine. But we may be called. We may be called. I see. To testify, but I don't think it's that extreme that you have to go to a court of law or something like that. I think it's just maybe you hear some gossip and it's totally untrue about somebody that you love, right? And so you intervene, you stop, and you say, wait a minute, I know this person is not true. So I don't know who told you that, but could you stop saying it? Because they're nothing like that. That isn't going on. And it's that kind of like you the knight in shining armor that you come into to stand for somebody else that you love. You're called to. Now, whether or not you intervene in that conversation and you say something, or you decide to walk away. We all have free will, but I think there's a lot of celebration afterwards because of what you did. And it's not because you went and told them. Something happens because of that. So there's some kind of celebration. I don't know. You guys are living the dream. So hopefully this makes some kind of sense to you. We have the Two of Cups. So new partnerships, new relationships, new people coming into our life. This could also be new passions and joys coming in as well. And then we have the Lovers right after that. If you're looking for a relationship, absolutely new relationships can happen here. Deepening of relationships can be happening here. And this can be embracing new things in our lives, new people in our lives. And judgments. Okay, stop judging yourself so harshly, first and foremost. But this is a time when you will get rewarded for the work done up to this point in some way, some form. So expect some magic to bring in some kind of little miracle for you, some kind of wonderment for you. Um, we have the dragonfly. Live life to the fullest, okay? You got to be tired by noon, okay? Just do it all, experience it all. Breathe in deeply. Notice a little bit more about the trees and the flowers and the people and the environment around you and the beauty that lies within each single part of that. We have gratitude. Be grateful for all that you have, okay? Gratitude practice is very important. Ask the scientists. I could give you research paper after research paper of how it allows us to sleep better, more deeply. It it, it gives you a sense of knowing that there's already a lot of beauty that does surround you. It gives you and it allows for more and more to come into your life. It reduces stress, anxieties. It brings out happiness and joy. People who people who do a gratitude journal are happier than those who do not. It has been proven again and again. Potential. Think big for your future. And I kind of got that, like something comes at you, or you think of something, or it just moves you above all the rest. It just puts you in first place if you act on it. So potential. Think big for your future. What is coming your way? I'm going to grab one more, and it's the dolphin. Don't worry, be happy. That's my phone ring, by the way. Don't worry, be happy. Don't fret about the little stuff. Although I don't see a lot of worry here. I see strength, I see courage, I see risk taking on yourself. But I do not see worry and concern. So don't invite it in. Don't get sucked into other people's drama this week. Okay? Be happy. Know that even if you are going through something that seemingly is impossible and daunting and hard, this too shall pass. Okay? So don't worry. Be happy. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.